Taking a chance to learn what's in my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh please Lord, tell me what must I do? Taking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me, a book of lies that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank holiday.
Fucking hell, mate. That has to be very annoying, eh? Fucking hell, I'm so sorry.
Yes, guys. Welcome back to another stream, man. Listen, it's not going well. Why am I so far down there? Let me get myself up here a little bit. Let me rise. Let me rise up. Man. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Smash up the likes, guys. Smash these likes up, people, if you've not done so already. Tonight, we've got an episode of 999. What is your emergency Manchester City edition, guys? Yeah, because we are cooked. We are struggling right now. So we need to discuss it, man. We need to discuss what's going on. And we want to chat about some certain things as well, like in terms of like squad rotation, squad signings, squad sales, all that kind of stuff in the January transfer window and the summer as well. But yeah, listen, not good, man. I calmed down a little bit. To be honest with you, I'm pretty calm. I'll tell you why I'm pretty calm, yeah. There's no panel, bro. I've not asked people to come on, man. You know, everyone's doing stuff. And by the way, congratulations to Nobbins who just got engaged. Here's the thing, yeah. To be honest with you, I kind of just like accepted that we're not going to win the league this year. Like, I've just accepted it, man. So I'm not even stressed. You know what I mean? I'm not even stressed because I've just accepted it. Like, yo, the club's not signed good enough players in the last 2 years. We've not replaced mint players. We didn't replace Mahrez. Yeah. We probably didn't replace Sterling, if we're being honest, even though he wasn't great towards the end. We didn't replace him. We've not replaced them with good enough players, unfortunately. The players that we have had that are mint, Bernardo, Gundogan, etc., they've got worse just with age, which happens. You know, nothing you can stop about that. They've slowed down. And this is the situation that we find ourselves in. So, yeah, man, I just kind of accepted it and just sort of like understand where we're at. And, you know, there's no point in losing your head and going absolutely mental about it. Like, that's just where we are. That's just where we are. Like, that's just where we are as a team. That's where we are as a club. Hopefully, the club will sort this out. Now, the club are now releasing a load of PR through the media. It's already coming out now. I'll show you this on screen in a second. But what's he called? Simon Mullock, is he? Yeah, Simon Mullock, who works for the Mirror, is just reported earlier on after the game that Manchester City will arm new sporting director Hugo Viana with a significant transfer war chest in the summer to give Pep Guardiola the reinforcements that he needs. So this is the PR spin, which obviously all the big clubs do whenever they lose a game or like go through a rough patch. They all get the PR spin out, and City are doing that now with the war chest. It also goes on to say Man City are looking to add more firepower in attack next summer, despite the presence of Erling Haaland, with new sporting director Hugo Viana on the trail of Victor Gyökeres. However, the 26-year-old would need assurances that he is not a backup striker for Haaland. So that's not going to happen then, is it? Because he's not going to get the assurances that he's not going to be a backup to Haaland. Why? I'll tell you, I can tell you why, actually. Because he is going to be a backup striker to Haaland. We ain't signing Gyökeres, man. Rez, we ain't signing this guy, man. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. We're not going to get Gyökeres, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to spend money, obviously. We're going to have to spend money. Like, you know, if you're watching City, like, you know that we're going to have to spend money. You know that we're going to have to spend money. But they've got to spend it the right way. They've got to spend it on proper good players. Like, you can't be spending it, right, on players that are, like, not good enough. Like, if I look through our signings recently, yeah, like, look at this summer. Savio's decent, yeah, but he's not ready. He's not, like, performing here and now, innit? Because that's what we need. We need players to perform for the here and the now. Savio's not performing here and the now, yeah? Gundogan's not, right? Nunes, nah. Doku, not really. Kovacic, yeah. Gavadio, really, is the only player that we've signed in the last 2 years that's come in and hit the ground running. Doku's like a little bit iffy, isn't he? I mean, and Kovacic is like a rotational player anyway. The year before that, Haaland, Phillips, Akanji. God, if you actually deep it, yeah, Our last 3 transfer windows have been a bit dead. If you actually deep it, our last 3 transfer windows have been a bit dead, right? The only thing is, in last year, Gavardio saved that window, innit? Let's be honest with you, yeah? Gavardio saved that window. And by the way, we also sold Cole Palmer, yeah, which was a shambolic decision, and Mahrez and Laporte. So this is not a good transfer window, yeah? This is not a good transfer window. It was saved by the fact Gavardio signed, but it still, as a whole, wasn't great because Nunez has flopped. Doku is sort of like semi-flop, semi-not flop, like he's just doing all right. And Kovacic is a rotational player anyway. But then you sold Palmer, which was horrific. He's now one of the best players in the world. And then the season before that wasn't particularly great. You know, you signed Haaland, great. That's a great signing. That's your Gavardio. Phillips, flop. Akanji, good. Gomez, flop. Perone, it is what it is. Obviously, you got Ortega, which is decent as well. Sold Raheem Sterling, and you didn't replace his goals. So I know Sterling was coming to the end, and obviously he might have had a bust up with Pep or whatever. But like he still got goals that we never replaced that summer. Jesus was fine because we got in Alvarez, that was chilling, and Zinchenko was chilling because we ended up signing Gavardo the year after. But we sold Pedro Perro, by the way, for 9 million quid. Who's now mint. Who's now mint, by the way. Yeah. And then, bro, you go to this transfer window as well. Bro, what is that transfer windows, man? Look at this transfer window as well. 100 million on Grealish. That wasn't particularly great. Nah, man. When was the last time we actually had a mint transfer window? I don't even know. This is a good transfer window. This was a good transfer window. What's this? 2020, 2021. Diaz, Ake, Torres. That's not a bad transfer window, to be fair. But yeah, man, it's just like, bro, we need to go big in it. We need to do something like, when was it? 23rd? We need to do this. Yeah? We need to do one of these transfer windows. Stones, Sane, Jesus, Gundogan, Bravo. Next year after that, what do we do? Laporte, Mendy, Walker, Bernardo, Edison, Danilo, Douglas. Bro, we need to have this. We need to go back to 16, 17, 17, 18 transfer window, bro. Because these transfer windows that we've been doing over the last couple of years, great for the books, great for the business, making loads of money, which we get none of, by the way, yeah? Which we get none of. But these last 2 transfer windows, even 3 arguably, Gavardio, Gavardio, Haaland, and Akanji, they've been dead. They're dead signings, man. They wasted so much freaking money as well. Like, they've literally wasted so much money on, like, dead players. And, like, the ones that they've let go, they've not replaced. 40 million on Phillips. Man, I knew we never should have signed that guy. Literally said it at the time, man. Should never have signed Phillips, bro. 40 mil. What a disaster that was. Then they panic bought Nunez, who's just not, he's not good enough for us. And Pep don't trust this guy. Yeah, so it's a waste of time. That's another 50 mils. That's 90 million. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. This is why it annoys me when people say, oh, well, we can't spend 100 million on Bruno G because he's too expensive. Well, hang on a minute. You can't spend if you can't spend 100 million on Bruno G, yeah, but you'll spend 90 million on Phillips and Nunez. Nah, Frank, I'm talking about midfield, Frank. I'm talking about him in the midfield. Nunez ain't a midfielder, innit? Nunez ain't going to play in midfield. Yeah, he might be doing all right left wing, but he wasn't bought as a left winger. He was bought as a midfielder. And as a midfielder, he ain't it. He ain't it. And Pep don't trust him. Mate, he played there for like 15 minutes against Brighton and it was shocking, mate. Like, he ain't the one, mate. So we wasted 90 mil. We've literally wasted 90 mil there. And it's like, it does me head in when people say, oh, we can't spend 100 mil on Bruno G. It's too expensive. It's like, well, you know, if you sign good players, you don't make as many mistakes. And that's for me, like, where we gone wrong there. And I just think, like, we need to change our style. I think we need to change our style a little bit. And we need to go big like we did in 16, 17, 17, 18 and just, you know, spend some money and get some quality players in, because I think, unfortunately, they've let this squad sort of die a little bit. You know what I mean? They let some of these players like die a little bit. And you look at the average age of the squad. Yeah. It's not great, is it, really? You know what I mean? You've got how many players? Kovacic, Stones, Bernardo, Ederson, Ortega, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Walker, all over the age of 30. Do you know what I mean? Your Ake is 29. He's going to be 30 soon. You know what I mean? And you've only got, really, if you think prime's between, like, what, 27, 29? You've only got Diaz, Rodri, and Ake, and Grealish, and Akanji's your 29-year-olds. So I don't know, man. I just think we're at a point now where, like, obviously, I'm not going to speak about today's games particularly because we've already spoke about it. But, like, in terms of going forward in the transfer window, we have to be ruthless, man. We've got to say goodbye to some players that have been here a while. You know what I mean? We've got to move on and buy new players. You can't just keep everyone forever, mate. You know what I mean? And just let everyone retire at your football club, because that's what we're doing at the moment with the Pensioner FC. We need to let some of these players go. And I know, like I say, I know some of these players, like some of these fans don't like it. They want us to keep some of these players until they're 50 years old. But you can't, man. You got to move them on. You got to move them on, mate. And I'll tell you, man, I'll go through the City squad. I'll tell you what I'd do. People always asking me, who would you get rid of then? I'll tell you who I'd get rid of. Yeah, because when I do shit like this, yeah, and start talking about the players, I take the emotion out of it. So here's what I do, yeah. Here's the squad. So I obviously would not like to sell any of our goalkeepers, Ederson or Ortega, right? But that's a difficult one because Ederson, if the Saudis are still here, yeah, then maybe he's going to go. But if I had my way, I'd keep them both, right? Defenders. Akanji keep, Diaz keep, Gvardiol keep, Rico keep. They're my only keep options. Wilson Esbrand, sell, right? Kyle Walker, sell. So sold 2. I then sell either Stones or Ake. I've had enough of the injuries, man. And you know what? I might have to sell John Stones. And I know people will kick off. And just for clarification, I think Stones, when fully fit, is our best defender. But you can't have a player that just gets injured time and time and time again. Because when you're playing 70 games a season, we need players who are reliable. And he ain't reliable. And it kills me to say it, man, because I love the guy. But he'll be 31 in the summer. Yeah? He'll be 31 in the summer. And he's never played for City more than 24 matches in a Premier League season. He played 27, 18, 24, 16, 22, 14, 23, 16. And this year he's on 7. I love him, but bro, your injury is killing me off. It's not helping and it makes it worse. So I'd get rid of Ake or Stones in the summer and I'd go out and buy a new centre-half. And I'd bring in, what's the young lad's name? Yeah, I'm talking about the summer. What's the young lad's name? What's the young lad's name who's on loan in the Championship, guys? What's his name? Fucking can't remember his name. Callum Doyle. I'd buy a centre-back and I'd bring Callum Doyle in. I'd sell Diaz. I'd sell Ake or Stones. I'd buy a new centre-half and I'd bring Callum Doyle in. And then I'd buy a new right-back. My ideal right-back would be Pedro Porro. I've said it. I'm not saying it because of today. I said it before. Before today. I've said it before. I like him. I think he's good. Gonna cost dough, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'd do with my defence. Akanji keep. I'd probably look at keeping Ake. Diaz keep. Josko Gvardiol keep. Rico keep. At the moment, I might have to sell Stones, which is painful. But I'm taking the emotion out of it. Sell Walker, sell Wilson Esbrand, Pedro Porro in. Midfield. Oscar Bob, keep. Not really a midfielder, but Oscar Bob, keep. Kevin De Bruyne, keep. Well, no, not actually keep. He's going to go in it. So he's gone. Replace De Bruyne with Wirtz. Because let's be honest, De Bruyne ain't staying. Whether you want him to stay or not, he ain't staying. He's clearly going in it. Like, come on, we all know he's going. De Bruyne, gone. Doku, Bro, I'd keep Doku, yeah, because I'd probably get rid of Grealish, but I think he's going to become a squad rotational player for me, a bench player. That's the way it's going. That's the way it's going at the moment. But I'd keep him. I'd keep Doku. Foden, keep. Grealish, I'd sell Grealish the way it's going. I'm open to change my mind if he does well for the rest of the season, but at this moment in time, I'd probably sell him. Gundogan, I'd get rid of him in the summer. I'd get rid of him, man. I seriously would. I'd say to him, mate, this ain't working, mate. I know you've got another year. How about you just change it into like a coaching contract or something? Yeah? How about you change it into a coaching contract and you just become a coach with Pep and you can become his assistant manager or something? That's what I just don't think it's working as a player. And you think it's going to get any better next year? Jeez. Mateo Kovacic. I'd probably keep Kovacic for another year. If I'm getting rid of Gundo and De Bruyne goes, that's a lot of experience. That's a lot of experience there. Gone. So if I'm getting rid of De Bruyne, I'm getting rid of Ilkay, I'd probably keep him for another year. McAtee will be sold in January or loaned in January, so he won't be here anyway. Nunes, I'll just sell him, to be honest. I'll just sell him. I just don't get it. I'd probably sell Nunes, to be honest. Because the thing is, right, if we're going to buy a new winger, say we did sell Jack Grealish and we bought a new winger, then Nunes wouldn't be playing left wing anyway. And if he's not going to be playing left wing and Doku's our backup left winger, then he ain't playing midfield, is he? So he's just not going to play. So I'd get rid of Nunes. Maximo Perrone. I actually like Perrone. I think he's pretty decent, but you ain't going to see him anytime soon. Phillips, sell, whatever. Savinio, chill. I'd keep Savinio. Bernardo Silva, I'd probably sell him. I'd probably sell him in the summer. Let him go back to Benfica. I'd get rid of him. For me, I think his time's probably coming to an end, unfortunately. But yeah, respect everything he's done, that legend. But yeah, I'd probably get rid of him in the summer. Haaland, obviously, keep. So, how many players I got rid of there? I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got rid of 7 players. So, who do I buy? I bought Pedro Porro. Centre back, listen, centre back's a chiller. You know what I mean? Like, go and get me a centre back, mate, from Europe. You know, Bissek, Diamonde, any of these Donnies, yeah. Just go and get me a centre half, mate. Go and get me a centre. There's loads of centre halves. Centre halves is one of the positions in the world right now where actually there's quite a few decent ones coming through. So I'll probably get him. Get someone like that. Midfield, I would obviously try and get Wirtz. Yeah. Could you go back in for Bruno G? I don't think they'd go back in for Bruno G. I don't think they would go back in for him. Unless you just got Zubimendi. Or like an Edison. Someone like that. Yeah, say Edison or Zubimendi, someone like that, yeah. You get Wirtz as your KDB replacement. Go and get a left winger, whoever you want. Rodrigo, if you can try and get him out of Real Madrid if he doesn't want to be there. And then just sign your backup striker, bro, and I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, people need to realize, man, like, it's not that difficult, mate, like, to make signings. And like, yeah, selling 7 players is tough, but it's not really, is it? You know what I mean? Because at the same time, yeah, look at some of these players that we've got, right? Look at this again, yeah? So look at this. So 7 players are gone. One of them's out of contract, right? So you don't even have to sell him, right? Kyle Walker can just be sold for like 5 mil. You You're not asking for big cash, so that'll be an easy sale. 5 mil, Saudi, Germany, whatever. That's chill. Stones could be difficult to get rid of if you do decide to get rid of him, because who'll buy him because of his injuries and his wages. That could be tough. Gundogan will be chill. You can get rid of him easy. Grealish will be tough because if he's on 300 grand a week. Nunes, I mean, get rid of Nunes pretty easily. You might have to loan him, but you might have to get rid of him. And Bernardo will go back to Benfica for 20 million. So it's not that difficult, man. I mean, people just need to be like, yo, we just need to be ruthless, mate. Like, at the end of the day, we might have to sell some of these players for like a bit less than people want. A bit less than people want, but you can't just keep players forever. Like, we need to move some of these players on. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you can't keep players forever, mate. You can't just let players retire at your football club all the time. Yeah, we need to be ruthless. We need to be ruthless this summer. And if it was me, I'd get rid of 7 players. I'd get rid of 7 players and just be like, yo, let's just refresh. Let's just refresh it all. That's what I'd be doing. And you know what as well? Here's the thing as well, yeah. When we buy in players, I need to buy players who score goals, mate. Please buy players that can score goals. Because I'm not going to go through it all again because we spoke about it before, mate. But the fact that we can't even, score. If Haaland don't score, we don't score. We need to buy a winger who can score. We need to buy a midfielder that can score. Like we need to have a bit more of a balance. We ain't got balance in this squad, unfortunately. It's all kind of gone a little bit dead. This ain't Football Manager. Well, I know it's not Football Manager, but I can play Football Manager. You know what I mean? I can do it. 100%. You miss Mahrez. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. 100%. Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. Try and get him. It'll be expensive. You know what I mean? This ain't going to be cheap. This ain't going to be cheap, man. Yeah? This is going to cost a lot of money to sort out. It's going to cost a lot of money to sort out. However, yeah, we've made the second highest player trading profits out of any club in the world in the last 6 years. So there's not really any excuses. Yeah, we spent 25 million in the summer. Yeah, we made profits after profits after profits on our player trading. So I'm sorry. It's time to spend some of that money and refresh. And by the way, once you put the investment in, providing you're not buying a bunch of pensioners, and they all work out, then you don't have to then spend pure money every year. You've made a big investment, and then the year after, you just kind of chill for a little bit. That's how the game goes, man. But if you don't spend the money, yeah, then what's going to happen? The team's just going to fall apart, mate. You need to do it. You need to spend the cash. Wingers who don't score assists, midfielders with no legs in defence who can't keep a clean sheet, says Ali. Yeah, we've got to spend money, man. Honestly. That's what we got to do. We have 2 easy deals already. Taylor Howard Bellis and Liam Delap says City forever. Well, I don't think Liam Delap would come back to City. Not under Pep Guardiola. Pep didn't give him a chance, man, so he ain't going to come back and sit on the bench under Pep. I don't see that happening. Howard Bellis, I always liked Howard Bellis, man. I'm glad to see him doing well and that, but I doubt we'll go for him. I think we'll go for someone in Europe with a bit more experience, especially if you are getting rid of Ake or Stones. If you are going to get rid of them, you need someone with big experience, really. So I don't think they bring Howard Bellis in, but I don't know, man. Listen, for me, do you go for that Diamande guy? Do you go for the Bissek guy? I don't know who you go for. Just go and get me someone who's just decent. You know what I mean? Get me someone who's just decent. Do you go and get Branthwaite from Everton? I don't know. There are options out there. The centre-back market is pretty decent, to be fair. There are quite a lot of young players coming through the centre-back market. So you should be able to get someone decent there. The right-back one's obviously an interesting one. I'd go for Porro, but he's contracted until 2028. You're going to struggle to get him out of Spurs, unfortunately. So who'd you go for? Do you try and get Hakimi out of PSG? Do you go for Frimpong? Do you go for like a Kunde? I don't know. I don't know who you go for. Do you go for a Malo Gusto? Do you take a risk on Reece James? Like, there are options, man. There are options, but I don't know. The midfielder one's the interesting one for me. It's like, who we're going to get in this DM. Obviously, we've been linked with We've been linked with Edison at Atalanta. We've been linked with Edison at Atalanta. And yeah, that's interesting. He played tonight. Big up Danny as well, who done a watch along on him, and he says he was arguably man of the match. He said he connected the defensive third and final third excellently, looked comfortable in possession when given large amounts of space. So I didn't watch it, man, because obviously I was doing my little reviews and that, but maybe Edison is the one. Maybe he could be the one. Hakimi's just signed a new deal, apparently. Mint. Yeah, Akanji play right back. I say that's what I'm saying. I play Akanji right back. My back four, when fit, would be Akanji, Stones, Diaz, Gvardiol. That is my back four. That's my back four when fit. But the problem is, they're never fit. You know what I mean? Diaz is now injured. Stones is now injured, apparently. So it's crazy what it is, man. But yeah, for me, 5, 6, 7 players need to leave in the summer. I'd try and get 7 out and just completely refresh it. Completely refresh it. It needs a complete refreshment, man. I just think every year you need to make sure you're buying like a big player. You need to make sure you're investing in getting a big player and constantly improving. Yeah. Last year we did it. Yeah. We bought Gvardiol. The year before we did it. We bought Haaland. Yeah. The year before that, we did it with Grealish. I know it. You could argue it's not really worked out with Grealish, but we did it. The year before that, we bought Diaz. The year before that, we bought Rodri. The year before that, we bought Mahrez. The year before that, we bought a mint player every year. The only year we've not bought a mint player is this year. That's just the truth. Savio and Gundogan. Like you've got to go in big, man. For me, you got to go big every year. Nah, I know Grealish ain't a big player. I'm saying like we spent the money in it to try and get someone. I know he's obviously turned out not great, but that's the point I'm making is that we every year we've gone in the market and spent money and tried to got a big player in. Yeah. I like Savio, but obviously he's not a big player, is he? You know what I mean? He cost 25 million quid and he scored 9 goals for Girona last year. Like, let's not act like he's some mad guy. Like, he's a good player. I like him. I think he'll be good for us, but he's not like at the level of like what we're looking for as like a main transfer. That's the point. Do I agree Grealish has been a flop? I mean, potentially. I know people will be like, how's he a flop? He won the treble and won 4 in a row, but he's underperformed expectations for himself individually. Obviously for the team, mint, yeah, we've won 4 leagues, 3 leagues, whatever, but from a personal point of view, bro, like, yes, he has underperformed. So, like, it's just crazy, mate. LB, I don't agree that we haven't spent money in the last windows. Check. Nah, I've got the thing up. We have spent money, bro. We spent 259 million euros last year. We spent 155 million euros the year before. The problem is we've wasted the money, bro. We've wasted the money. Because look at the signings. Yeah. Phillips, flop. Gomez, flop. Nunes, flop. Doku, not worth 60 million. Kovacic, good signing. Yeah. Like, we've wasted a lot of money there. It has to be said. And this is why it winds me up, bro, when people are like, you can't spend 100 million on Bruno G or play 115 for Caicedo or pay 105 for Rice. Because it's like, yo, something that I learned a long time ago, yeah, is if you pay cheap, you pay twice, mate. In this situation, we're spending cheap, but we're still spending a lot of money anyway. We're just not buying the level of player that we need to. So because we're doing that, we're then wasting the money and we're buying again. You're better off spending 100 million, 90 million, 80 million, 75 million, getting a proper mint player rather than spending 50 million and them just turning out to be not good enough. That's why the 50 million. That's why Nunes is 50 million and he wasn't 100 million because he's not that good. It's the same with like other players that we've bought. Phillips, the reason he's 40 mil, mate. Pay the money in it. I'm not saying you have to do it every time. Every player has to be a £100 million player. But I'm saying, like, if you're a team that wants to win Champions League, you need to be buying the best players. And if you're buying a player for like 40 mil, you got to ask yourself the question, why the 40 mil? Why did no one else want Núñez, mate? Núñez was that good at 50 million. Why did no one else try and buy him? I mean, we bought him late on in the window. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it works sometimes, Steve. Yeah, Kanji was a great signing. I'm not saying it doesn't work all the time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like if you pay less than 50 mil, they will be trash. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you've got to ask yourself the question sometimes. Why are they worth that much money? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to spend the money to get the premium player. To get the premium player. Smash these likes up anyway, guys, if you've not done so. Get these likes up, man. Right, let me scum some of these super chats, man. My bad, innit? Big up to MCFC, says, LB, this Gyökeres story might have legs, reported by Pletty, Mullock now, and Hugh said it's, yeah, I just don't see it, bro. Bro, you got to ask yourself the question, right? Is Gyökeres going to come to City to sit on the bench? Because that's what he'll do. Unless Pep finds a solution to play two strikers, which he won't do, because if he would have done that, he would have done it with Alvarez, and he didn't do it with Alvarez, so he's not going to do it with Gyökeres. Why would Gyökeres come and sit on the bench? He could go to Arsenal, he could go to Chelsea, he could go United, he could go Barcelona after Lewandowski retires. Bro, he's got so many different clubs he could go to. Why on earth would he come to City, sit on the bench? I just don't see it. I don't think it's got legs, man. Looking forward to the rebuild. To be fair, can't win it every year. Says I'm looking forward to. I said, man, I'm pretty excited to see this new era of Viana and that. I mean, I think it's got a bit stale with Tiki. Tiki's admitted that it was awful, the transfer window. So for me, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I am looking forward to it. Haaland, Gvardiol, the only two proper first teamers. Yeah, exactly. 2 proper first teamers in 2 years is not enough. You need to be getting 2 or 3, man. 3 or 4, sorry. You need to be getting 3 or 4. For me, personally. We don't need a doctor. We need Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Bro, I thought you meant Gabriel Jesus, bro. Bro, I thought you meant Gabriel. I was like, nah, what? We don't need Gabriel Jesus back. What are you talking about? I thought you'd proper fallen off, bro. Jesus, man. Yo, get me Gabriel Jesus back at the football club, innit? I mean, Gabriel Jesus, Allah, God, and Buddha to team up and save our club. We're in the trenches. I'm calm, by the way. No, facts, man. Gabriel Jesus. Nah, that's what I thought you meant. Pep saving Tiki after disaster class. Yeah, you know what's weird, though, Second City? Yeah, big up, man. You've been supporting a while as well. No, I don't get is right. So Tiki's come out and said, yeah, the summer transfer window after the treble year was an awful transfer window. Right? Basically called it a disaster. Right? So why did we only sign Savio and Gundogan in the summer, innit? That's what I don't understand, bro. Like, I just get a bit confused about it because it's for me, I'm like, yo, this guy's literally accepting that the transfer window after the treble was poor. And listen, I do have some sympathy with him to a certain degree because he got unlucky on the Bellingham deal. We then didn't get Rice because Rice rejected us. Paqueta got gambling charges. We panic bought Núñez. On top of that, he had a load of players who wanted to leave because they didn't play in the treble year. They all got upset, i.e. Mahrez, etc., Laporte, all that kind of stuff. And we ended up in a situation where we let players leave. We didn't replace them. And basically, it was just a disaster, right? And he fucked up the Gundogan contract as well, right? So, he's now said, yeah, that was awful. So, if you know that was awful, but I'm giving you some sort of like leeway because I accept that it was a tricky scenario, a tricky situation to be in. Why didn't you sort it out this summer? Do you know what I mean? Why didn't you sort it out this summer if you knew it was a bad window? Surely you would have come into this summer and gone, right, the treble summer was bad because of situations beyond my control. But this year, I'm going to sort this out. And we signed Gundogan and Savio for 25 mil. It's just like, don't really make sense, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know that's what he's saying, but like at the same time, he also knows that it was just a dead transfer window. He's not stupid, isn't it? So it's like, yes, it was tough. You know what I mean? Because of players wanting to leave and that. Mahrez, Laporte, Sol Cole Palmer. But you're not telling me he's looking back at that window, letting Palmer go, Mahrez go, Laporte go, buying Gvardiol, Nunes, Doku and Kovacic and saying that was a mint window. It's not a mint window. Kovacic is a squad rotational player at best, right? Gvardiol's class. Nunes is not going to be good and probably be sold in the summer. And Doku is, needs a bit of time and that and see what happens. So then you go into the next window and say, right, this way we're going to sign some Donnies. Yeah, we need to sign like Mahrez level players, mate. And we didn't. Maybe they thought Savio would be better than he is. I don't know. But I just think that's a bit harsh. Savio's only young. He's only 20. But you want him to come in and put up Mahrez numbers in his first year. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Maybe they signed Savio and thought he was going to be better than he is. Sold Mahrez too early for just £30 million. Bro, I could go on forever and ever if you want me to speak about Mahrez. I thought it was shambolic. King Kaiser said I need some kind of Sane type winger, as well as another creator and a machine. This winter, we need a DM and another striker different from Haaland. Thoughts? Well, yeah, bro, I agree with everything you said. I mean, we do need another creator. Said it yesterday on the stream. Said Foden isn't a mad creator. Like, I swear to God, I don't know what some people watch. I swear to people watch different football than me. People try to tell me that Foden's a mad creative player. He's not a mad creative player. He never has been, and he never will be a mad creative player. That doesn't mean he won't ever create chances or he'll never get an assist, because he will. But if you think he's going to put up like crazy like chance creation numbers, he won't. That's not his game. That is not his game. I've watched this guy come through the academy, mate. Yeah. Back when he was playing with Brahim Diaz and Jadon Sancho. I know what he is. He's not a David Silva. He's not a Kevin De Bruyne. He's Phil Foden. He's his own thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that he's not a mad creative player. I said it yesterday on stream and people acting like I just fucking shot him or something, man. What are you saying? Foden's not a creative player? I'm like, I didn't say he's not a creative player. I'm saying he's not a mad creative player. He creates a bit, but he's not a crazy creative player. That's just the truth. Again, some people don't. I don't know why. If you say something that can be considered negative about a player, then all of a sudden people just get the backup. But I don't know. People just need to relax a little bit and just have honest conversation instead of just like thinking that you need to defend everything that someone says. It's wild. LB, because you're wrong. I mean, you can think I'm wrong if you want, bro, but I don't ever think he's going to get more than, I don't know, 11 assists a season max in the Prem. I just don't think that's his game, bro. Like I say, I'm not saying he won't ever get assists and that, but I just don't think that's him. I just do not think that's him at all. Yeah, even in academy, bro. He got 6 assists 1 year in the academy, 5 assists the next year. He's had one assist, 0 assists, 2, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1. I mean, these are not crazy numbers. That's why I think we need to buy a creative player to go alongside Foden. To go alongside it. And maybe Wirtz is the guy. You have Wirtz and Foden playing in the midfield. You know, Foden can play a little bit further up the pitch. Behind as a second striker or whatever. You can have Wirtz maybe a little bit deeper as your sort of Kevin De Bruyne style player. But we do definitely need some more creativity, mate. Yeah, Echeverri might help. I don't know. Listen, I like Echeverri. I have high hopes for Echeverri. I think he's a good player. He's playing in front of 80,000 people sometimes in South America. Like the guy he's going to be experienced. But when you sign these players from South America, man, it is just like going red or black at the casino, mate. Yeah, you just don't know what you're going to get. We got that Kaique and he was just trash. But then you get Jesus, you get Alvarez, and you can hit big. You can win big. You can win big. But we definitely need some creativity in there, man, because when De Bruyne doesn't play, it's painful, mate. It's painful to watch the creativity in the team. Got to get someone else in there. But yeah, I'm hoping Echeverri can come in and do something, man. I'm hoping it is anyway. I don't know whether he will do. We'll find out. We'll see, man. Nah, we'll make them. Bro, it's top 5, isn't it? It's top 5 this year. So it's not even top 4. It's top 5. We'll get top 5, bro. We'll get top 5. Top 5 for Champions League. We'll get top 5. Yeah, we'll get top 5, man. Yeah, we're not that bad. we're not that bad. Diamande, Lekeba, Bisset, Gvardiol, illegal back 4, says LB. Yeah, I mean, you want a complete change there, innit? You know what I mean? You want a complete change. Just get him, man. Get someone. You got to get someone, man. Yo, big up, Mo. How you doing? LB, how you think Spurs did today? I just thought you were the worst team that we could possibly have played. Out of the whole league, I thought you were the worst team that we could possibly have played right now. And it was proven by the scoreline. But yeah, we just made it easy for you, man. You know what I mean? Fucking Maddison just walked into our penalty area twice for the first 2 goals, and no one's there. So when you do that, it's not going to be great. I thought he was all right. I thought he was okay. I just thought like what you did was too effective for us, and I had this worry coming into the game. I always thought this was not a good game for us. Big up Josh. It's, we need pace, energy more than anything. Look at Madrid with Valverde and players like that. We need that. I've loved Valverde. I've said for a couple of years, you know, Valverde is like one of my dream signings at City. I think he's like the next, like not the next, but he's doing it already. But like he's like the Bernardo Silva, innit? Like he can just, the guy's got a mad engine. Good player, just gets on with it, puts in solid performances. I like him, bro. I think we should look at Real Madrid for a potential raid. I think we should look at Real Madrid for a potential raid, you know. Because if you look at their squad, yeah, they've got players, and some of them are probably going to get a little bit unhappy with their playing time, yeah. So if you go to like midfield and that, yeah, midfield, here we go. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've got 7 midfielders, yeah. And of course, then they've also got these players: Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Endrick, Brahim Diaz is sort of your forwards, right? There's already rumours that Tchouaméni is available. Now, I know some people don't like Tchouaméni, but he's very versatile. He can play anywhere. Camavinga is my dream signing. And I think he'd be absolutely insane for Pep Guardiola because he can play anywhere. But I don't think we're going to get him. I don't think he wants to leave, and I don't think they'd sell him. But can we maybe go for a Tchouaméni? Can we potentially go for Arda Güler? I don't know that some of these players are not playing particularly a lot of games. Could we bring Brahim Diaz back? I don't know, man. I think personally, could we go for Rodrigo? There's a couple of rumours that I see sometimes say Rodrigo's maybe the one that might be available. Seen that a couple of times. How true it is, I don't know. Maybe that's what we got to do, man. But, you know, sometimes we just have to go and shop at our rivals, innit? And go there and see if we can get someone. How much would I pay for Camavinga? I don't know, 120? 130? But I don't really care about the money, innit? It's not my money, bro. I pay 120, 130 all day long. Declan Rice was 105. Caicedo was 115. Well, I'd pay similar money for Camavinga, if not more. If not more. Yeah, you probably... This is the thing, though, yeah? Because one of the problems that they've got is if a player wants to leave Madrid, where they want to go, well, they probably want to go to City because City are up there with the best team in the world. It's Real Madrid and City are the best teams, bro. So for me, yeah, if you can convince, if Arda Güler wants to leave or a player wants to leave and you're like, yo, we want you, they're going to want to come to City. So they're going to say to Madrid, "Lo, you need to do business with City because I want to go to City." And you need to get the player to put the pressure on Real Madrid. Sell Stones, Gvardiol's his replacement by a left back. You could do that. Miguel Gutierrez is there. There's quite a few left backs as well around in the game, so there are players available that you could definitely do that for. I'm open to that. Pains me to say it, man, with Stones because I really don't want to sell him, man. But like seriously, like sometimes you just have to make tough calls, man. Sometimes you have to make really difficult decisions in life, innit? A decision that you maybe don't want to make, but it's for the betterment of you or the squad. And for us, I'm looking at Ake and Stones and thinking, we got to get rid of one of these guys, man. We got to get rid of them. One of them. You have to get rid of both of them, but you got to get rid of one of them. They're always injured, man. It's a joke. Crazy, man. Yeah, facts, Dan. This is what I'm saying, mate. You got to have players that can only play 20 games a season. Yeah, they've got to be able to play football, man. How many games did he play last year, Stones? 28. He played 1,800 minutes. 1,800 minutes. Wild. You know what's crazy as well? I swear down, this guy never misses a game for England, Stones. I've never seen him get injured for England, man. This guy's always fit. Played every game in Euro 2024. He played pretty much all the international friendlies. This guy just never gets injured, man. He's always injured for City and never injured for England, man. What's all that about? Exactly, man. We need to get him, bro. Because Girona ain't going to be in a Champions League, mate. Yeah, they're trash. So, yeah, get him in. 17 million quid. 17 million quid, man. This is the thing when people say, oh, you just want to spend all the money and get all the big... No, I don't want to do that, man. These people don't want to listen. These people don't want to listen, man. Yeah, they don't want to listen. I'm just saying, you've got to get new players. Yo, JTR, yeah, bro. I would not be watching City in the next couple of games if you're on holiday, man. Don't let it ruin your holiday, innit? Crazy, bro. Crazy. We need a new cam, 2 midfielders, at least a DM, another right back, centre back replacement for Ederson. That's another thing as well when Ederson goes, man. Because I think Ederson will be sold in the summer. I think he'll go Saudi. When he goes Saudi, mate, and we get a new goalkeeper, I'm worried. I'm seriously worried, man. Because I don't really know like too much about other goalkeepers, yeah. But then, obviously, since the summer, I've been looking at goalkeepers. Bro, some of the goalkeepers that Mike Mainan at AC Milan, nah. He ain't as good as Ederson. Diogo Costa, Porto, nah. He ain't as good as Ederson, man. You know what I mean? All these goalkeepers that we're linked with, for me, are not as good as Ederson. And that'll be another problem. That'll be another problem, man. Seriously. Miguel is proper fire. Only issues that he's not mainly defensive, but he's better than... I like Miguel Gutierrez, man. I do. You know what, Craig? I've said this for years, man. Why is Kyle Walker-Peters still at stuff? I like him. I think he's a good player, man. As a backup squad rotational player. I like him. He's a good player, man. Do I rate Kelleher? Yeah, I mean, I rate him, but... Yeah, I know he's not my nan in it. I know it's not my nan. I just call him my nan. I like Kelleher, bro, but like, I don't know if I want to go from Ederson to Kelleher. Nah, bro. I'm not saying get him as a starter. I'm just saying like he's not a bad player to get as like a squad rotational player, bro, because he can play left back and right back, and then players are underrated. That's the point. I don't want him. I'm just saying like if we need to be signing an out and out right back, like a proper first teamer. But now we've got Rico Lewis, who's not going to be leaving anytime soon, so I don't really need him. I like Pedro Porro as my right back. I think he's the one for me. Yo, big up Al, bro. Says Scalvini, Verts, Kvaratskhelia, Frimpong, Guerrera, says Alan. Kvaratskhelia, I think, would be interesting one. I think Kvaratskhelia would be interesting. At City. Pep Guardiola. Yeah, I think that'd be good, man. I'd be open to that. I'd be proper open to Kvaratskhelia. But you'd have to get a buyer for Grealish. And can anyone buy Grealish, man? He owes City 40 million on the books. Amortization. And he's got 300 grand a week. He ain't getting 300 grand a week when he leaves, which means City going to have to some sort of deal with him. Pay him off. You know what I mean? Big up Tyrese, read that. Big up Foggy, man. Says, what a clusterfuck that was. We got the cash, spend it. No one will stay in our fancy hotel to watch that dross. Fancy hotel. Get priorities right, for goodness sake. Yeah, no. And I think they will, Foggy. I think they will, mate. I think in January, I think they'll see it a little bit in January. I think you'll see it in January. I think they'll spend a bit of money in January. I think they'll spend maybe, 75 mil, 100 mil. And then this summer, I think they'll go big. They've got to. They've got to. They've got no other option. They've put themselves in this position now by not maintaining the squad. How long until the next international break? It's not till March, I'm afraid, brother. It's not. Go and get Bruno from Newcastle. I mean, I'm game for it. I'll go get Bruno from Newcastle, but they ain't going to spend the money in January, mate. They ain't going to do it. Unless it's got a release clause, they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it, man. When was the last time City spent in January? Tell you what it was. So, let's have a look. It was... I don't know. Bro, I don't even know, you know. I actually know. Was it Laporte back in 2017, 18? I think it was Laporte in 2018. So, yeah, there we go. LB Doyle, Clear and Nunes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, man. That's all. No, that's not the rule. We read the rule out the other day, Craig. This homegrown thing, yeah, ain't true, mate. We literally got the rule out up online. We went on the Premier League official website, yeah, and got the rule up. City are fine on the homegrown thing. Trust me. I literally got the rule up on the thing, and I went through the whole squad. We're fine. Big up Camino says, let's get back to 2012 City and get Gyökeres, 2 strikers, make a comeback to the title like Tevez and Aguero combo. Versus summer. If Harden gets injured, scary time, says Camino. Yeah, bro. I'm game. I'm game to get Gyökeres. I am game to get Gyökeres, man, but I just don't think we are. I just don't think we're going to get him. I don't think he'll come. I don't think he'll sign. Because he can go anywhere else, mate. City's going to be on the bench. Smash these likes up as well, man. Come on. 600 people locked in here. Let's get these likes up. Big up Angel says, we need an attacking midfielder. I said KDB was washed and done. I got roasted by this community for saying we should have bought a replacement. Look at us now. Well, boy, I've said for a while, mate, that we should have bought the Kevin De Bruyne replacement in a year before De Bruyne left. Nah, fuck. Come on. Bro, come on. Farquad. Come on, mate. Chat, yes or no? Is Kevin De Bruyne leaving in the summer? Yes or no? Chat, let me know. Bro, he's going to leave, man. He ain't staying, mate. No way. So you're not going to give him 400 grand a week contract extension when he constantly gets injured. I think he's gone, mate. I think he'll go Saudi Arabia or maybe MLS. I think he's gone, mate. I think he's gone. I think he's gone and we'll try and get a replacement. We'll get Arda Güler, we'll try and get Wirtz, Xavi Simons. We'll just try and get someone. But I'd be amazed if he stays. I'm not saying I want him to leave, by the way. I'm not saying I want him to leave. I'm just saying I just don't see City keeping him, mate. I just don't see it. 400 grand a week he's on. Or 375 or something like that. He could never stay fit. I think the only way he could potentially stay is, yeah. I think the only way he could potentially stay is if he stays fit now until March. Stays fit now until March. We get to March and so you're like, right, we'll give you another contract. We'll give you another year. But I think he'll want to leave, mate. I think Kev will probably get to the end of the season and be like, nah, I've had enough. Been here a long time, innit, Kev? He's been here a while, and I think he'll just be like, nah, you know what? Let me go and get some cash somewhere else. So I think he's going Saudi or MLS, man. Sell KDB. I've been saying it for a year plus. This community roasts me. Legs are gone. He can't stay fit. Should have moved him last season. This club is going to make me off myself. Bloody hell. Can't even get the willy to stand now because of the stress that is bringing me. Help a brother out. Oh, God. Listen, bro. Stress does that, man. I mean, not that I would know. I've so been told. Not that someone's telling me about that, but still. I've got myself into a little bit of a sticky situation. Paul.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know what that Kieran Carnan one is. I don't know. It says oh dear. He must have said oh dear there, but it's no audio, so I need to sort that one out. Nah, listen, bro, you can't sell De Bruyne anyway, bro, because he's out of contract. So he's not going to be sold because he's out of contract, but he'll leave in the summer. 100%, he'll leave in the summer. Yeah, I don't think he can stay. But we need major reinvestment, boys. Yeah, Billy, this is what I said. I said this for 2-3 years, bro. I said this literally for 2-3 years. I've said, yo, trust me, we need to buy this guy a year before, man. Honestly, we do. We need to do it a year before. I don't know who it's going to be. Is it going to be Wirtz? I think they'll try for Wirtz. Musiala's obviously done. He's had a contract at Bayern or going to. I think they'll try for Wirtz. If they can't get Wirtz, maybe they'll go for Arda Güler or Xavi Simons, mate. But that is a huge downgrade. That is such a huge downgrade. Kevin De Bruyne to Xavi Simons or Arda Güler, man. I think Wirtz is probably the best bet. But can you get him? Can you get him to join? I don't know. Thought KDB looked like he was carrying a bit of timber, not the KDB who came back last season, Newcastle. I thought he was our best player today, and he was on the pitch for 15 minutes. I felt like he had quality about him. I felt like when he was on the ball, you felt like he was going to do something. He was passing the ball forward. He was trying to break the lines. He actually just had a bit of quality about him for that. He kind of highlighted how bad everybody else was. Because he come on and he was like, within minutes, he was doing stuff. He created a couple of opportunities. I was like, yo, this guy's been on the pitch for 5 minutes and he's just cooking already. Like, where is this from the other players? I know KDB's minute on that, yeah. But, like, why can't another player not do this? Why is Foden not stepping up? Why is Bernardo not stepping up? Why is none of these players doing that, man? I just feel like last year it was the same thing. We just sat there. We waited for Kevin De Bruyne to come back to save us. Kevin De Bruyne came back, saved us. And then this year, we're doing the same thing again. It's like, we need Kevin to save us, man. We need him to save us. It's like, yo, we got to carry on doing this. Honestly, man. Crazy, mate. We are in the trenches right now, LB. I have no emotion right now. Getting used to L's, which is not normal. He's not taking a pay cut. I don't think the cut will offer him a contract at the same rate. Nah, the balls. You think City are going to offer him 375 grand a week? No chance. No chance they're going to offer him 375 a week. When in the whole of last season, yeah. How many games did he play last year? Last year he played 26 matches. He played 1,700 minutes in the whole of the season. This year he's played 400 minutes. Ain't going to pay him 475 grand a week, mate. 375 grand a week to play 20 odd games. No chance, mate. Not a chance. I want defenders who can defend, not defenders who can play the ball and then do fuck all after that, says Dan Trallius. Yeah, the same thing is though, bro. Don't matter who you have in the back line, yeah. Don't matter who you have in the back line. If your midfield offers your defenders no protection, which is basically what's happening now, your defenders are going to get exposed and get cooked because that's what's happening, bro. Our defenders are just getting roasted. I mean, did you see Stones today on the first goal? The guy's just defending the penalty area. Next thing, he's looking at Maddison, looking at him going, where the fuck have you come from? Where's the midfielder tracking him? Oh, it's Gundogan who's not got the pace. So I'm saying the defenders are just getting absolutely rinsed because the midfield is offering zilch, zero protection, mate. Wild. Actually insane. Can you get Sai? Yeah, I get Sai on, man. I get Sai on, don't worry. I get Sai on, man. I get him on. Bill May, bro, says, in my opinion, title is done. Pep won't play back five, but we need Inzaghi-esque formation. Pep signed extension, but don't be surprised if he resigns midway. Well, if he did resign midway, it'd be at the end of the season. Title done. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to win the title, man. I do. I think the way we're playing, the way Liverpool are playing, I think it's going to be really tough now. Yeah, for me, I'm now looking at FA Cup, Champions League, see if we can do something there. Because the thing is with Champions League, like we'll have more players by the time we get to Champions League, provided we qualify. Because obviously we can buy players in January. We can buy players in January, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah, it's tough, bro. It is tough, mate. Big up for the super chat, man. Told my dad today, I think our dog can run faster than Gundogan. Ah, that's pretty mad. That's crazy, bro. No problem how we played. Should have started. We all know he should have started 60 minutes of Kevin. We don't lose. I agree, Mark. And I know some people disagree, but I'm with you, mate. I think if Kevin De Bruyne started that game today, I think we get a different result, mate. I really think we get a different result. I do. Call me deluded. I think if he starts the game, I just think that first 20 minutes when it was just chaos end to end, I think if Kevin De Bruyne's on the pitch there, I think he's creating big chances. Big chances. League is done now. I want to show chess, but can you honestly see Liverpool dropping that many? Nah, I can't. At the game on Tuesday, LB, I just don't see us winning any games at the minute with this midfield. We should be beating Feyenoord, man. If we don't beat Feyenoord, then we're cooked. Like, we're fully cooked. If we don't beat Feyenoord, then we're fucking finished. Yeah. But I think we'll beat Feyenoord. I do think we'll beat Feyenoord, man. Like, surely we're beating them. I'm not being funny, but if we don't beat them, nah, man. It's over. In fact, where would we even be? Because we're not even in the top 8, innit? Would we even be in the qualification spots? We're 10th. Yeah, we'd still be in the top 24, even if we lost against Feyenoord. But we'd be about... We'd probably be like 18th or something. If we lose on Tuesday against Feyenoord, we'd probably be like 18th, 19th, 20th. So it'd still be in the top 24, which means you still qualify for the knockout playoff game. But then the game after that's Juventus. And if you lost that, then you probably would be out of the top 24. And then you've got to go PSG. You got to play PSG and then Club Brugge. Luckily, we got Club Brugge at home last game of the season. Or last game of the league, which... I mean, no game is winnable at the moment, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's a winnable game. So I think we will. I think we'll beat Feyenoord, but even if we don't, I think we should still squeeze into the top 26, top 24. It's just not ideal, innit? Because we didn't want this. We wanted to just qualify top 8. It's not looking likely at the moment. Not looking likely, man. Where is the leadership? Kyle Walker seems to be a shadow of the player he was, says Susan. Yeah, I mean... There's two separate issues here. One, the first bit that you mentioned, leadership. He's just not a captain. I'm not slagging him off. He's just not a captain. Does he look like a captain to you on the pitch? Does he act like a captain to you on the pitch? Even off the pitch? No. Not for me. If you think he does, fair dues. I don't think he does. I think Diaz should be our captain. I think Rodri should be our vice captain. I think Haaland should be our third choice captain. That's what I'd have. And seems to be a shadow of the player he was. He's lost a bit of pace, coming into some bad form. It happens to all players when they get to a certain age. Happened to Yaya, happened to Steven Gerrard. It happens to all these players. You know, when you get old, you get worse. You know, your reactions become slower. You become slower as a player. And you just become worse. And you got to remember, like, you're playing an elite level sport. So if you drop off 1 or 2%, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. There's a reason why players train so many times a week. It's why they eat healthily every single day, eat the right nutrition. Why they don't eat shit. Why they don't drink a lot of alcohol. Why they don't smoke. It's because they need every single percentage point they can potentially get, yeah, to make themselves the best. If you drop off a little bit, 1-2%, when you're playing elite level sport, you just look dead, man. You do. So yeah, man. Like for me, I don't know. I just don't think he's. I just don't think he's it. Well, we know he's leaving. He's another one that's going to leave in the summer. He's another one that's going to leave in the summer. We're not getting top 8, to be honest, because we all said 17 points for the cut-off. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we'll get top 8 now. It's not that bad, though. You know, yeah, we get an extra 2 games. So long as we don't get, like, some mint team in the playoff, we should be fine. We should be fine. Do you think Pep will get the sack if we lose to Feyenoord and Liverpool? Nah. Nah. Walking back from that today, think it just set in that we won't be winning the league, but if we make a signing in January, you never know with the Champions League. Yeah, fuck, I'm exactly the same as you, mate. Completely the same as you, Tom. 100%. For me, I've kind of accepted that the league's done. But the Champions League, we can still solve that. Buy a couple players, we could be there, man. 100%. For KDB to play against Liverpool, he needs to play for... Nah, but bro, if he doesn't... Nah, but the thing is... nah, Craig. If he starts Kevin De Bruyne against Feyenoord, I'm going to lose my shit, mate. I can't lie. So he's not going to play... He's not going to play him today in a must-win game, but then he's going to play him against Feyenoord. Nah. Can't have that, man. Not for me. I'd rather him just not play against Feyenoord and just full send him against Liverpool. Full send him. You guys give up too early. It was the same last season. I'm not give up, bro. I didn't give up on the league. I just don't think we're going to win it. I just think it's too much, man. Without Rodri, with Kevin De Bruyne just constantly getting injured, I just think it's too much, mate. You just know he's starting. Bro, I know he's going to start against Feyenoord, man, but it'll wind me up. We'll probably cook Feyenoord as well. He'll probably be mint, mate. Crazy. My prediction for Liverpool, not confident at all. 2-2. I'll give us a draw. 2-2. But yeah, not confident, obviously. Differences last year. Look at our team compared to last year. Injuries. Yeah, injuries, 100%. Injuries is a major issue. It is a major issue. But that's why you need to expand the squad a little bit. Squad's too small, man. Squad's too small. Squad ain't good enough. That's the truth. That's the facts. You want to cut the bullshit? That's the truth. It's too small. Not good enough. That you can't disagree, man. It's too small and it ain't good enough. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. It's not hating. It's not being negative. It's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. You got a fucking 34-year-old Ilkay Gundogan starting week in, week out. You got Kovacic starting games. Like, Kovacic should not be starting anyway. He should be a rotational player. He starts every game. Gundogan's now starting. You got Savinho, who's like trying his fucking best, trying to learn the language, trying settling in. And he's like, we need him to like perform and put in 9 out of 10s because none of the other team are doing the job. Don't want to see Gundo and Rico up against McAllister, Jones and Gravenberch, says Miami. He can't play Gundogan at Anfield, mate. I'm sorry. He'll get cooked. He'll get cooked, man. He's got to play. He's got to play for me, Nico O'Reilly against Feyenoord at DM and just see how he gets on. He's got to just test it out, man. You know what I mean? He played him in pre-season. He was good in pre-season, man. He just did his job, just ticked along nicely. Come on. Come on, man. Play Nico O'Reilly. Give him a go. Give him a try. What's the worst that could happen, mate? We lost 5 in a row. Can't really get any worse, can it? We lose 6. We lose 6 in a row. No, we lose 6 in a row. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we've already lost 5 in a row. We might as well lose 6 in a row and actually try and experiment and try and figure out a solution to the problems. Or we just keep doing the same thing over and over. Just try it out, man. If it turns out to be trash, it turns out to be trash. It don't matter. Seriously worried about Anfield, especially if we don't have Diaz now. Yeah, I don't think we've got Diaz. I don't think Diaz is going to be back for another couple of weeks, by the sounds of it. What my team be? My team would be, I assume Stones is injured. Someone told me before apparently he's got a hamstring injury, so let's go along with that he's got a hamstring injury. Edison in goal. I don't fucking know. Do we have any players left? Do we have any players? Like, what the hell is our team, man? What are our players? Do we have any players? Stones is injured. Is Stones confirmed injured? Why have I not seen this anywhere on social media? Stones. Injured. Is he injured? Why have I not seen confirmation? Is he injured, chat? Yes or no? Right. Team for Liverpool. Ederson in goal. Bruh. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. All I know is Akanji's playing. I don't know Gavardio's playing. Do you know what I think I'd do? You know what I think I'd do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Call me a madness. Call me crazy. I'll play Ake left back. I'll just play Ake. I know I'm changing the whole back four, but fuck it. Pep does it every week. So if he does it, I can do it. I might have to pay Walker, chat. I'm sorry. I might have to play Walker right back. I know you're going to cook me in it. I think I might have to play that, man. I can't be playing Poozy, mate. Nah, I'm going to have to do it, man. I'm going to have to play Walker, innit? He's going to start Walker. You know that. You know he's going to start Walker, chat. Chat, he is. He's going to do it, man. He's going to start Walker. Ake played today, mate. You know about? Right, I'm going to play that back four. I'm playing that back four. Midfield. Oh, my God. I'll tell you, let's do the easy ones. Let's do the easy ones. Yeah? Let's do the easy ones. That's easy. Right, that's an easy one. You know what I do on the left? Grealish. I play Jack Grealish. You know what I do in midfield? You know what I think I do? Let me just experiment, innit? Don't cook me straight away. This is an experimentation. Leave me alone. I'm trying to just experiment for a second, yeah? Chill out. Don't cook me, mate. I might change this in a minute. Yeah, De Bruyne there. Yeah. I'm going to play on Nico O'Reilly, man. I'm sick and tired of this. Yeah, he's not even got a face. Look at that. That's how in the fucking trenches we are, boys. Look at the state, mate. Yeah. That's where we are. That is where we are, bro. We are in the trenches, man. This guy's not even got a face. He's not even got a face. Nico O'Reilly. And what? I don't even know who you play in midfield, bro. Bro, who can we play in midfield, innit? We have no players. I really don't want to play fucking good. Nunes. Bernardo. I'm just really not feeling Bernardo at the moment, me lads. Really, I'd rather play Nunes. I'd rather play. If it was me, right, I'd do this. I'd fucking just play Nunes there. I just would play him and just be like, yo, you just fucking give me some pace. That would be my team. That'd be my team against Liverpool. Don't tell me that's like horrific, mate. I'm making the best situation out of a bad situation. What do you want me to do? I ain't got the players, man. I don't know about Bernardo, man. In the midfield. I just think you need a bit of pace, innit? Shit midfield. I know it's a shit midfield, but what can we do? We got no players, man. I agree, Chris Howard. I agree. That's why it's a crisis. Because there's no fix. Yeah, no, I do hear the Bernardo shout. I do hear it, but it's just slow, innit? It's just slow. It's just so slow. All right. All right. Because let's be honest as well, yeah. Like, I don't really want to see Nunes there. I don't really want to see anyone there, to be honest. Like, we might be cooked. All right, there we go. Bernardo Silva. Do you play that? Just do that. Why not Foden in the middle? Because are you going to play Foden and De Bruyne in the middle? Nah. So you got to play De Bruyne because we need chance creation and play Foden right wing. Foden played right wing at Anfield the last time we won, and he absolutely cooked. He absolutely cooked. So maybe you just got to stick Foden on the wing for a game and just be like, yo, soz, but we need De Bruyne in the middle. I think that's what I'd look at doing, something like that. Nah, I'd put Grealish on the wing, man. I put Grealish on the wing. I know he has an ACL, but put Rodri in. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. We not got the options, man. You guys can moan at it. You guys are literally moaning at it, right? But your defense, that is the defense because Diaz and Stones are injured. So that is the defense, unless you play Rico Lewis. But I don't think he's going to play Rico Lewis. The other bits are like, you know, you can change it. But like, what? You want to play Gundogan, a CDM? You want, okay, cool. No one wants that. So then you've got limited options. De Bruyne has to start, so you got to play him in the middle, which will mean Foden will play on the wing. And I think Grealish needs to play, so I'll play Grealish on the left and Foden on the right. I think that's how he'll start the front. I think that's that front four of Grealish, De Bruyne, Foden, and Haaland. I think he'll go for that. I think he'll go for it, mate. Who's on the bench? The bench would be Ortega, Rico Lewis, Simpson Pusey, Gundogan, Nunes, Jacob Wright, and Savio, maybe. Like, it's not looking good anyway. Savio's basically the only decent player we've got on the bench, unless Doku's back. But I don't know how long Doku's out for. Doku is injured, isn't it? But I don't know how long he's out for. Let me check the injury table. Premier League injuries. Man City. Doku. Back on the 1st of December. When's the Liverpool game? Oh, that's the 1st of December. All right, maybe Doku might be available for the bench. But he just come back from an injury. He got injured straight away, so it's probably not ideal to do that. That's the thing with Doku, mate. You got to be careful because if he keeps on getting injuries, yeah, and because he's an explosive player, Doku. So if he keeps on getting injuries, he loses that explosiveness. He'll just become trash because he relies on that explosiveness. So injuries for a player like Doku are really bad. Because if he gets too many and he starts to lose that power and that explosiveness, nah, not looking good, Brev. Do you regret Canis? Nah, I don't regret selling Cancelo, man. Nah, I didn't like it. I was done with that. See you later, mate. I'm not against that. Can we go to Anfield a couple of hours early, build a brick wall in front of goal and play 11 out of him? Yeah, bro. We'd probably still find a way to concede a goal. Salah looks years longer. Yeah, nah, Salah's cooking. Salah's cooking on gas. He is cooking. Do you regret selling Laporte, LB? I mean, again, he was a player that didn't want to stay because he wasn't getting played. Because in that season, he couldn't do what Pep wanted, which was play wide. So he never played, and then he got sold. But yeah, I didn't miss Laporte. Laporte was a good man. I like Laporte. And we sold it. I used another one that we played cheap. Sold him for cheap. Pogba. Bro, we can't sign any more 30-year-olds, mate. We can't. We've got to stop this. We've already got too many 30-year-olds as it is. We can't be signing another 30-year-old. Yeah? Unless it's Messi, mate. He's actually, I like the look of him, mate, but it's just a risk, mate. You don't know what you're going to get. You just don't know what you're going to get at all. Big up Ricardo says LB is in madness. KDB, Bernardo have no legs. Nunes is our best player on the left wing. Really should play in the midfield as legs. Bernardo should be on the bench, says Ricardo. Oh, Gal, LB. Cancelo tries to play any of our defenders, and so is Laporte. He was not getting played because his bum manages his favourites and he's so egotistical. Yeah, I know, but he still won the league, bro, so it doesn't really matter. But Cancelo, bro. Cancelo was a shit defender, man. He cost us pure times. So I'm not having that, man. I'm not having that. Look, I didn't want to sell Laporte, but Cancelo. No, I was happy for Cancelo to leave. He done my head in. He cost us so many big games, man. But yeah, Laporte, not. Honest expectations. What do I expect from this point? To be honest with you, I expect us to probably win nothing, to be honest. If you're asking for my honest expectations, I mean, I don't think we're going to win the league. I don't think we'll win the Champions League with this current team unless we buy players in January. An FA Cup, could we maybe win the FA Cup potentially? At this moment in time, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't win anything this year, unfortunately. That's my honest expectation. But my expectation is for the club to try. My expectation is for the club to try and buy someone in January. This is the thing, right? People say, well, what happens if you don't win anything? Nothing. Nothing happens if we don't win anything. The point is, though, are they going to try and win something by buying people in January? If they do, when we don't win anything, it is what it is. You can't win everything all the time. If they don't try and buy players in January and then we don't win anything, then it's a lack of ambition. It's a lack of ambition. What point are we going to call out Foden? It's been like, yeah, bro, I give him like a 3 or something today in the player ratings. He wasn't good, man. He wasn't good. LBC Saeed video, he said you're going to get cooked on midday live. Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. Not surprised, man. What happens if you don't buy anyone in January? Who would be the blame? It would be on the board. If we don't buy anyone in January, that's on the board. The board are not serious. We're acting like Arsenal and Liverpool. That's the truth. Not trying hard enough. Got to buy players in January. Have to. Got to, man. Realistically, we are nowhere near good enough to win anything this season. It's going to be a trophyless top 4 battle. I'm not sure whether we'll make the cut. We'll make the top 4. It's top 5 as well, isn't it, bro? Nah, don't worry about this. Don't this whole, we're not going to get Champions League, man. We'll definitely get Champions League. You got to get top 5. It's top 5 this year. Because England are going to get the coefficient thing. So it's going to be top 5. We'll get top 5. Come on, man. We might be shit, but we're not that bad. If we can't get top 5. Come on. What's going on here? What's going on, man? Yeah, no, it's not, Alex. Don't let anyone say that, man. All we're doing is he's having conversations. It's not fair on Foden to ask him to be the only creative force of the team. Last year, I had the support of Rodri. This year's simply alone. No, I agree to a point, but he's still got to do better. But yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Yeah, no, but Craig, we've got such a... England is already so far ahead of the other leagues that, like, people are saying it's pretty much impossible for England not to get it. There are only 4 points behind City and 6th place. Fucking hell. Not even looking forward to what should be expected this season. I'm just praying to win a game again. Yeah, man. When are we going to win the next game, innit? It's crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, listen, it is what it is, isn't it? We're trash. Hopefully we buy players in January and sort it out. But it's not looking good at the moment. And the players just need to just keep trying, giving everything they've got, man. Like, I don't personally think that the team is not trying. I don't personally believe there's a lack of effort. I really don't. I really don't think there's a lack of effort from the team, the players. I don't believe it is. I just think that we just not got the facilities. I just don't think. And that's why I think it's worse. And that's why I think it's a crisis. Because it's not that the players are not trying. Or they're not listening to Pep. They just can't do what we need them to do. We don't have the player in the midfield that can do what we need them to do. The players are 30 years old, 33, 34, Gundogan. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not. He's trying his hardest, mate. I seen him running back for the first goal, and he's fucking. His lungs are going off on a madness. He's trying to get back, mate, but he don't have it anymore. There's nothing he can do. And it's the same with some of the other players, man, who are sort of like getting on a little bit, man. You can't do nothing, bro. They're just old, innit? This is why you need to refresh, sell them. Can't keep them all forever. And that's why I think it is a crisis, because it's unfixable, potentially, because the players can't do what we need them to do. I'd rather the players just not be trying, because then I'm like, one day Pep will just like get onto them. They'll start trying again. It would be mint. But it's not that. It's different. It's different to last year when we went through that dead run, when we was trash, because we were just trash. But this is different. We are actually not good because of the situation we find ourselves in, which is sad, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna dip, man, because it's 1:30 in the morning. But yeah, to be honest with you, I'm kind of calm, man. I'm kind of calm. I've just kind of accepted it that we're not good at the moment, and that we probably won't win the league. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of accepted it, which is kind of sad, really, isn't it? It's kind of sad, really, because we're only in November, and I'm already feeling like it's done. And, you know, big up to you guys who can stay positive, man, and I still think we can win it, but I just think it's too much, mate. I don't know. Maybe if Southampton win tomorrow, maybe I'll be like, yo, it's still on, but you really think Southampton are going to do anything tomorrow? I don't. I think Liverpool will smack them up, to be honest with you. Anyway, smash a like on the stream, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're new. When the Torino play, maybe we're going to have to do another Richie watch. They play tomorrow or tonight or whatever against Monza at 2 o'clock. Maybe we need to. Oh, yeah, he's injured, isn't he? I think he might be injured, actually, Richie. What about Real Sociedad? Oh, they play against Atletico Bilbao. 8 o'clock. Maybe we'll have to watch that or something. I don't know. I know you see some more watch-alongs, man. Apparently, Edison was good tonight. Big up Danny in the chat. He sent me a list. Said Edison tonight against Parma, who plays for Atalanta, said he was arguably man of the match. His conclusion is that Edison has jumped to the top of my list for a Gundogan Kovacic replacement in the summer rebuild. But he still thinks we should go for an out-and-out 6, says Danny. Big up Danny, man, for the interesting information there. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, Kathy. That's it. Facts. Facts. Right, peace out, anyone. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Player ratings are out on the second channel, More LB. If you want to go and watch the player ratings, go over to the second channel, More LB. Link is in the description. You'll see it right there. Check out the match reaction as well on the main. And yeah, man, I'll be back tomorrow. See you later.